In this video, we will discuss about Marfan syndrome and the possible mechanism that is behind this Marfan syndrome. Before proceeding further, let us understand what is this Marfan syndrome means, or what kind of diseases might occur because of Marfan syndrome. Marfan syndromes can lead to diseases such as abnormal extension of certain parts of the body, such as legs, arms, and etc. And the main reason for this Marfan syndrome is this aortic root aneurysm. Aortic root is the arteries that are close to the heart, as it is shown here. And this its aneurysm condition means that when the aortic roots form a bulge shape, and this might affect the heart functioning, as it might dilate the blood flow rate that could have been pumped by the heart in normal condition. So let us now discuss the Marfan syndrome's possible mechanism and compare it with normal mechanism parallelly. So it is related, these things are related to nuclear factor kappa beta. In normal condition, what happens is that nuclear factor kappa beta interacts with this inhibitory nuclear factor kappa beta complex, that is inhibitory kappa beta complex, and form a inactive nuclear factor kappa beta. And when they are in a complex condition, because of the nuclear because of the inact because nuclear factor kappa beta is inactive, it will not be able to uh, do transcriptional regulation of this gene MIR29B. So what it does is that nuclear factor kappa beta inhibit this MIR29B gene. So in order to do so, what happens in the normal condition is that this IKK alpha and IKK beta, what it will does is it will phosphorylate this inhibitory kappa beta uh, component of this complex, and once they are phosphorylated, they will be degraded for proteasomal degradation through ubiquitination, as it is shown here. Ubiquitin is bind to this uh, inhibitory kappa complex, and in normal case this nuclear factor kappa beta will go into the nucleus and suppress this MIR29B gene expression. So it will not be able to do this that this abnormal conditions, such as target the cells for apoptosis and do ECM extracellular matrix depositions that will finally lead to this aortic root aneurysm. And in the case of Marfan syndrome, what happens is that this, because of this TGF beta signaling that is observed in Marfan syndrome patients or Marfan syndrome's mouse, so it will inhibit this, or it will decrease this IKK alpha and IKK beta, and because these amounts are decreased, so because of this it will not be able to phosphorylation of inhibitory kappa beta will not be good, or will not be efficient as compared to the normal functioning of IKK alpha and IKK beta, because the amount of these are reduced because of this TGF beta signaling. So because of this, most of the nuclear factor kappa beta are in inactive condition, and they will not be they will not be able to perform their normal function of transcription regulation of MIR29B gene, and the expression of this MIR29B gene further leads to several actions. Some of these are apoptosis and extracellular matrix deposition, and that will finally leads to this aortic root aneurysm. However, the complete details about this mechanism is not yet known. However, but this has been hypothesized, as in the mouse cells. What has been observed that with the in Marfan syndrome disease, the amount of this IKK alpha and beta is found to be decreased with and simultaneously, this MIR29B gene expression is found to be increased. So this has led to this kind of hypothesis. If you need to understand more about this signaling pathway and how they have come to this hypothesis, you can go through the reference that has been provided in the description. That's all for this video. Thank you for your time.